Good morning, class. How are you? That is good. But I hope you're good because I'm not. I'm very sick. The universe decided to make me sick just the day that I was going to give class to you, but that's fine. Okay. So before starting anything, we're going to play a game. Do you guys know what Guess Who is? Have you heard of it?
Yeah.
Spanish is like, okay. So if you don't know the structure of this game, you basically there are two people. One is going to have a character, and the other person is going to have to guess who the character is. So in this case, because we're in this classroom, you guys are going to be the characters, and I'm going to pick someone, or someone can come to the front, and we're going to give you a name of you guys. That's going to be your character, and then you as a classroom are going to try to guess who the person is. Okay. Just one clarification: you can only ask about physical appearance. I don't want you to be focusing on like personality or I don't know anecdotes that you have. Only physical appearance, and other thing is that please be kind. Don't say if you think that the thing you're going to ask is like an insecurity, could be an insecurity for the other person. Maybe don't say it. Okay, so yeah, we can. I think we can do it in like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. If we have time, we can do it more than once. So the same one wants to come. Oh yeah, we're going to give you a card. So I need a volunteer, or should I pick? Go.
Where should I?
Okay, you can ask questions now. There are some examples there. You can ask physical appearance of the face. You can ask also about the style.
Can we ask about the gender of the person?
That's kind of cheating because there are only 2 men in this classroom. But if you want to ask, but it's going to be very easy for you.
Does your character or your person have long hair?
No. Does your character have like a light tone hair? No. Is your character old? No. Does your character wear glasses? No. Does your character have curly hair? Kind of, yeah. Does your character have blue eyes? No.
Is your character currently wearing a denim jacket?
Yes. Is your character somebody's girlfriend? Yeah, but that's not a period.
Who is it?
Can we ask already? Is your character Marianita? Yay! Thank you, it was fun. Yes, go on.
Okay, I think we have time. So who wants to go to the front? Should I pick someone? Okay, no.
Okay, divertido. That's cute.
answer?
Yes. Okay. I am a little puzzled.
Okay.
What else? Who else? Does your character wear hats? Hats, no.
You can also start guessing now, but if you bring in someone.
Yes. I think you already know who it is.
Okay, so now I have another activity for you. As you can see, this is kind of related to the Guess Who game because we're talking about physical appearance, right? So in this activity, you have to come to the front. Here are the 5 words that we're going to see. There are the meanings, the pronunciations, and examples that are images. You can come to the front whenever you want to, and you can even answer more than one. If you want to answer the 3, you can do it. I think we can do it in approximately 10 minutes, 12 minutes. So how much time do we have?
10 minutes.
Okay, yeah. And are you going to come to the front? Are you going to stay there? Okay. So. So now, let's see. So honey blonde is. Honey blonde is this one. Can someone help me read?
A rich, warm color on the blonde shade spectrum is fall somewhere between a caramel shade.
Okay, so it's correct, right? This means that it's a blonde, more falling into a brownish tone, referring to a hair color, of course. I think we have one person in this class who is honey blonde. You know, some people would say no, some people would say yes. So, okay. Yes, the pronunciation is this one. I'm going to say it and then you guys say it. So, honey blonde.
Honey blonde.
Very good. And then here's a reference image. Okay, that you can see that it's kind of like yellowish, but it has brown here. I think that's probably scary kind of that's on right now. Okay. Next one, left cheek dimple. Do you guys know what a dimple is? Right? When you smile. Some people are blessed with that. Some people are not. I think I'm not. But yeah, when you smile, there's a hole that forms here. Yeah. You can see it in my glasses. So if it's left cheek dimple, that means that you have a dimple on your left cheek, right? So the definition here, a small hollow place that appears on a person's left part of the face when they smile. Okay. And now the pronunciation is this. I'm going to say it. Let's say left cheek dimple.
Left cheek dimple.
Good. And then you can see right here, you didn't have it clear that it's like a hole in your face. Then the third one, thin shoulder. You guys did this one. Did someone help me with this one?
High shoulders with your face to be very little.
That's good. I think I am blessed with that one. You know, obviously, thin shoulder is kind of easy. Shoulders is this part of your body. And thin means like a little delicate, petite. Okay. So the pronunciation. Say it, let me say it. Thin shoulder.
Thin shoulder.
Okay, and here. Okay. Now the fourth one, elfish chin. Now, let's do it. Next one,
When your chin has a turtle wing, your chin looks like this.
That's kind of more tricky because it can, well, elves do not. Well, that depends on the person. I do think they exist. But let's just say in this case that they're fictional characters or prototypes of the characters. So yeah, what we associate to an elfish chin obviously means that it's a chin that looks like an elf, right? And what we usually associate with an L is a shape that's more pronounced and more to the front of the face, right? Like I'm going to jump here in the image. You see, you get what I'm saying? This part of the face is more to the front. So the pronunciation is this one. I say it and you say it. Elfish cheek.
Elfish cheek.
Very good. Then the final one, high cheekbones. You guys with this, but your collarbones are located closely below your eyes, giving a more sloped shape to your face. So cheekbones obviously are this part of the back. You can touch yourself and you will see that this part is a more solid part because it's the part where your bones are. And in the image here, you can see that someone who has high cheekbones is someone who their cheekbones are very pronounced. You can notice them when you see them. Some people have, some people don't. Again, so the pronunciation is this one. I'm gonna say it and then you say it. High cheekbones.
High cheekbones.
Excellent. Okay. Before moving on to the next activity, I just want to clarify something. Obviously, we know a noun is something, someone, something existing, an idea, a concept with something. And an adjective is to describe something, someone. Okay, so this one, high cheekbones, this is a noun, right? If you have high cheekbones, you cannot be high cheekbones. So maybe you can. We're going to focus on how the form of the word is right here, because for example, in deep shoulders, he says it's an adjective, but obviously, if you change the ed for an s, can it be a noun? And it can. You say thin shoulders, and now you are saying that something is something, right? You are not describing someone as thin shoulder. But in this case, high cheekbones will be a noun because it's something. Upper chin, a noun again, right? It's something that people have. Thin shoulder, as it's written right here, it's an adjective because you're describing that someone is thin shoulder. Left cheek dimple, again, it's something that people have on their face. So it's a noun, something, it's a concept, it's existing. And honey blonde, this one, it's more tricky as well because, how can I put it? Oh, well, first of all, the blonde here, why doesn't it have any? Because the word blonde comes from French. So in French, to summarize everything, in French they kind of, when something is feminine, they usually add an E at the end, and when something is masculine, they don't have the E. So in this case, we would say that we would be referring to the masculine men. But in English, it really doesn't matter. It's not a misspelling. You can use both. They're interchangeable. It doesn't matter. And it's a noun and an adjective because you can either describe a person or there's someone who can be a honey. So you can say she is a honey blonde. You can say that honey blonde girl. And you don't change anything of the form. It's like that.
Okay, class. Given that you are pretty smart, I'm pretty sure that this next activity will be a piece of cake for you. Here we have an excerpt from the novel Everything I Never Told You. It's a very good book. You should look for it. I swear. And the purpose of this is to check how are you enjoy reading. What I want you to do is to read this excerpt and start to guess the main idea of what is the text about. What is the context of it, and what information can you have from it. And after that, I will ask you to compare your ideas of what the main idea of the text with your partner. But first, you have to read it for yourself. Is it okay if you have 2 minutes for it? Okay. Do you have to write something? Do you have to read and get the main idea? How many minutes do you have to read by yourself?
2 minutes.
Okay, go on. Time's up. I don't know. I'd like you to share to the rest of the class to tell what are the ideas you got from the text. Someone want to share what they told with their classmates?
This is a family, one morning, baby my love, and a lot of time passed away. Someone who has been a business.
Okay, that's an interesting point of view. Someone else want to share their opinion?
I just wanted to add from Valeria is that there are two sisters. I don't know if they're twins or not, but one is like has honey long hair and the other one has like dark hair. And I think all of the three, most of them were siblings, and the other is like long. That's what I think.
Okay, that's a very good point. And someone else want to say something? What the main idea you have from the text? Okay. Now that you read the text for, and the main idea is that to get into a more specific thing. It's question time. And here we have a set of questions with three options: yes, no, and not given. And for this activity, you will be asked to read the text one more time, but at this time you have to look for more specific things about it so you can answer the questions correctly. And be sure to look for keywords that are located on the question, so you don't get tricked by the content of it. So I think it's okay. You have 5 minutes because we'll put the text again as you answer the questions. For that, you will deliver these activity sheets with the questions, so you don't have to start noting them in your notebook. So, how many minutes do we have to answer the questions? What are we going to use to answer them? The text.
Yeah, the text.
And what are the options for the questions?
Yes, no, not yet.
Okay. Now we'll start to give it the sheets. Okay, have you finished the question, or do you think you need a little bit more time? Are you finished? Okay, now you have 1 minute to compare your answer with your partner. Okay. Lydia's hair color is the same as her mother's. No. Second question. Lydia is in Mary's room when she closes her eyes. No. Okay. Number 3. Nat heard Lydia's radio playing in her room at 11:30.
Yes.
Yes. Nat has his mother's blue eyes. And finally, Nat believes when he briefly mistakes his mother for Lydia.
Yes.
Okay. Now let's check if you are correct. Excellent. Well done.
Now we're going to do another activity. I think it is easier. And here you're going to complete the sentences with the words here in the box. You need to put one in each gap. And you have like 2 minutes to complete it. So now you can come to outside the door if you want. So everyone agrees with the answers?
Yes.
Okay. This one will talk about the different ways someone can describe someone's physical appearance and how those vocabulary excerpts can maybe used in different words as an adjective and as a noun, and the variety that comes with. But we've not talked about something very important. Why would we use these adjectives or nouns? In what situations it would be proper for us to be in the need of describing someone's physical appearance? Does somebody have an idea?
Maybe when we want to identify a person, like we're talking with somebody and we say, oh, do you remember Sarah? She has funny long hair.
Very good, that's a very good example. Does anybody know another example?
You're writing a story.
Okay, that's very original. Come on. Does anybody know about another one? There are a lot of them.
Maybe when you are talking to a friend, you are gossiping, and your friend doesn't even know the person that you're talking about, so you describe the person so they can have like a mental image of who you're talking about.
Very good. That happens to me a lot because I often forget the names of the people. Okay, now let's see some other examples. There's also a robbery because when somebody steals you something, you're supposed to come to the authorities and to describe the person so they can help you. Sometimes they don't, but that's not the point. You talk about this finding or looking for someone. Also a disappearance of a person, or not necessarily that disappeared, but you're not heard of that person and you want to find them and you have to describe it to another person to help you. Or a casting, because sometimes if you ever get to be a director or a conductor of a movie, and you have to find actors that look like the characters, you as a crew of the movie or the drama, whatever, the designer can have in mind, so you have to make descriptions of the person's appearance. So I hope you have all this nice in mind because you will use it for the next activity.
Well, as Oscar said, we're going to do an activity using those scenarios, those situations. And so first, we're going to divide in teams, okay? And we're going to choose wood stick. Each of these have a color here and also a number. So please don't show it to anyone, the number especially. And the color is for like the color of your team. So you are going to divide like that. And yeah, you have to choose one stick.
Obviously, you're not going to see one color which share your numbers with you guys.
Everyone has a stick. So yeah, as I tell you in the stick you have a number. Each number represents an image that we're going to show later, and you have to do a short description and a paragraph between 50 and 80 words long. And when you're in teams, you're going to, after you finish your paragraph, you're going to read it to your teammates, and they will be guessing who image do you have. And well, also we have situation is that I'm a writer and I'm going to produce a book, but I need someone to draw my main character. So my description will be the protagonist of my book is tall and elegantly built. She has porcelain pale skin, long straight brown hair, almost shaved, starry gray eyes, and high cheekbones, which give a grateful grain to her face. My main character has small ears, an elfish chin, a marked jawline, and is thin shoulder. And as you can see, I'm describing to that image. So it's the same that you're going to do, but anyone else know what you're describing, so they need to fix it. Okay? So the numbers are here. And how much time do you have?
10 minutes.
Okay. Okay, so now you can share with your classmates, and like in 5 minutes, I just now someone wants to share to the class their decision. If you want one for team, then choose
Okay, I'm going to share. I write a meaning for this product. We want them to glow. Their elfish chin to protagonize the commercial. The blue eyes and brunette hair. Also, their high cheekbones will add something magical. Okay, so it's kind of a role play. Officer, I have been robbed. My new watch is gone. I saw a thief. It was a girl. She had long, straight, dark hair. She was thin-shouldered and had bushy brows. She had full lips and dark brown eyes. Oh, and she was wearing a white sleeveless top.
Okay, police. If I remember correctly, it was a woman. She stopped me and asked me for indications. She had an elfish chin, was honey blonde. She had blue eyes, and also I think she was thin-shouldered. She grabbed my arms just for a second, and when I noticed, my watch was gone.
From what I remember, the most distinctive figure in Rosie whose only had broken teeth was a left cheek dimple that was very pronounced when she smiled. I barely remember her body figure, but I can say she had thin shoulders and a hair like a thin look from the side. What else? Well, she didn't have a honey blonde hair like that other employees that worked on the same section. She had like a more clear brown hair type. Anyway, please, let me know if you find her. I need my money back and I need it now.
Yeah, it was all for the final activity, so
We hope that you liked it and you had fun and that you learned something new.
and then participating.
Extra, extra.
I really liked was your way that how you create this way to choose how the things are meant to be, like with sticks and the colors and numbers. I really have a great. I have a fun doing that. And also, a thing that I want to mention is that in some points the variation of your voice was too low, and I can hear clearly the instructions, and I get confused a little bit. But yeah, some things that I want to start, like elevate a little bit more your voice, and maybe like play with high notes and nails and stuff like that. So yeah, that's my inspiration.
Monkey, didn't you keep everything there?
I haven't.
Okay.
I know it looks weird.
Okay.
So my team was the one with instructions. So we have to say that we really appreciate the way you gave instructions. All of them and all sections were present in the PPT. So we were pretty clear to see them, even though maybe we didn't hear or something. And we're also asked and checked. That was a pretty important point. Also, we appreciate that you avoid over-explanation. Overall, when we were in the first stage doing the opening of the class and we were playing, well, most of us have played already Who is Who, or at least we know what it is about. So you saved a lot of time there. You avoided explaining it a lot again. So it was pretty useful for you to save your time, and also for us as listeners, as students. We didn't feel like with obvious points that we already knew. So it was excellent. Thank you so much. And also another point that we saw, for example, it was a little bit of it would have been better maybe switch a little bit to activity times. For example, for second activity, I guess where we had to put the number in the right position, there we had a lot of time. And actually we did it in less than 5 minutes. And for that moment, maybe it would have been better if you went with the one where we had to look for the main ideas of the text. Because there I think we felt a little rushed. But no, not too much. Still, maybe the switch would have been better. Still, we loved like all the gestures and everything according to the instructions. The concept checking questions were, the instruction checking questions were pretty good, and about the times and everything was really nice. We enjoyed a lot your class. Thank you. Thank you.
So for clarifying language, it was really good. You had in your favor that it was physical appearance vocabulary, so when you use your body and gestures to clarify the vocabulary, it was really helpful and useful. That you clarify the form that can change the form after each use of the words. I think that it was really useful too. And well, that you drill and you use the repetition after each explanation of the words and in the IPA section. And I think that was like really helpful too, because you can overwhelm the students with a lot of IPA, and repeating, so that you give like a really short time of like relaxation after each one. It was great. And it was a great selection of words because some of them were easy but not commonly used and commonly known. And well, the only thing that we noticed is that you lack of CCQs, so it will be helpful if you use more of them.
Well, my team, and Luis were in charge of the board work and teaching aids, and we can say that you guys use the board very efficiently, mainly to project the PowerPoint presentation
So students can write down their answers in the control practice section. And also, you use some images in the presentation as well. You handed out some activity sheets which were grades. So students can record their answers before sharing with the class. The only thing I would suggest is to provide the text as an activity sheet for those students who can't see from the back of the classroom, or maybe someone in front of them doesn't let them